Oh, that clutch is better. Much, much better. Cheers, Andy. I took your advice and wound it all the way out. Well, good afternoon. Welcome back. And look at it. Beautiful. I have no idea where I'm going. All I know is it's too nice to be sat indoors. I did some gardening yesterday, so we can't do that. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. So I thought, sod it. It's nice, let's get out. Now, in future videos, you may well see my brother out with me a few times. He's just bought himself a Triumph Speedmaster. Bought it off of an older gentleman down in the West Country. And it's nice nick. I don't think it's the type of, oh look, an old kettle. Oh, beautiful. It's not the type of bike that I would ride, but he's happy with it, and that's all that counts. Oh Christ, the Ferris wheel is up. Bloody hell. Oh, he didn't want me up his chuff, did he? So as I say, we're not going anywhere in particular today. I'm heading that way. That's good enough for the time being. It's a Jazz! We've got more than our fair share of Honda Jazz down here. But as I've said previously, Weymouth is, well, the whole of Dorset really, it is God's waiting room. And I've put the CPL filter on that Action 5 looking at me. The other day I noticed it was getting a lot of sun flare behind it. If we can avoid that with a filter, even better. Normally the old, what do you call them, speed watch, all your do-gooders who live here normally stood out there with their little hairdryer, their little radar gun. It's a lovely back road, this one, as long as it's not covered in shit. It's a bit of a long drag. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful. Like I say, lovely and quiet. Sometimes it's just nice to get on roads like this, take your time, take in all of that. I really do feel sorry for people that live in cities or even big towns. I mean, we've got this right on our doorstep. You come out, I mean, we're what, 3-4 miles out of Weymouth? It's not so much cars coming round the corner you've got to worry about, it's tractors at a great rate of knots. Oh, can you imagine living out here? Look, no neighbours. Oh, it'd be heaven, wouldn't it? Absolute heaven. Country life, look. You never put a better bit of butter on your knife. "60 mph speed limit along here, folks." Look at that place. Gorgeous. I mean, I dread to think what something like that is worth. So this road will take us down to Lulworth and past Durdle Door. Now that's famous for its stone arch that it's got in the sea, where the water has carved its way through. Well, it's a hell of a hike down there, down all the steps. It's a shame that I haven't got a camera on my chin, because the view down over there is cracking. Now this is where me and Steve went down to the cove on the bikes. Even though legally you can do it, people just walk in the middle of the road, and it is a road, but they don't, I presume they don't expect vehicles to come down. But yeah, I don't think we were flavour of the month. We had a few whingers in the comments section as well. But my argument is, if they don't want traffic down there, then close it off completely. Not just between May and September. This is a little cut through. You can go down there and turn left, but this is a little cut through. There's a house here. I don't know which, can't remember which one it is. Can't say for certain, but one of them, oh good, was the lady was into witchcraft, and you go in there and there's all this witchery stuff. Witchery, is that even a name? Is that a word? Yeah, all this witchcraft stuff. I said to my crewmate, don't want to upset them, they'll stick a spell on you. I put a spell on you, now you're mine. Country life, all sat outside the pub. I'm gonna have to try this with my earbuds in again and just see what difference, whether I can still hear all these bloody noises. This thing's got some whiny noises it never had before. Now whether that is because I've adjusted that clutch or not, I don't know. But I put it up on its centre stand yesterday, and when I was trying the bike point on the clutch, I was putting it in gear and just letting the clutch out, and I fancy the drive shaft sounds a bit noisy too. I know, you sat there thinking he's looking for excuses to chop it in for a 1250. I don't actually need one. My wife is actively encouraging me to go and get one. I'm not going to spend stupid money on one, because you may well have noticed I don't tend to keep them very long. I am wondering whether to get the GS Adventure. So red flags are flying, which normally means that they're firing on the ranges. I think they've just left it up. We'll soon know if they are, because the gates will be shut. So we're going to turn up right again and go up over along the top. Now this is where the gates would be shut if they were firing on the ranges. So they're clearly not, so we should be alright. And watch them, they come hootling down here, even though it's mega bloody narrow. If I can, I'll stop at the top and I'll get the other camera out and I'll just pan round and show you. So all this area here is normally shut off if they're doing the practice firing with the tanks. And what they've got targets set in and around the hills and everything, and basically they'll shoot at it but they'll also do moving targets. So over here to the left, they've got like railway lines, and what they do is they tow targets around. So in a minute, I don't know whether you'll see it because the cameras are only pointed forward. There's old tanks, there's targets set into the hillside. If the cameras pick them up, you may well see some targets embedded in the hillside on the right hand side. I just think there's one in here. Yeah, that's number 5. The camera won't pick that up, although that one might. And there's another target on the left there, look. It's a shame it's hazy. And that's the turning down to Tyneham Village. It's open. When they're over, I want to take old Boots on tour down there, because it's got quite a bit of history with it. As I say, it was a village where they were all kicked out by the MOD, and under the assumption they were going to go back when the war was over. That never happened. They never ever went back. So quite a few families went through all that upheaval and never ever got to go back into their homes. We're very lucky because sometimes we can get to do this, and that's just bimble around on quiet back roads like this, missing all the traffic jams and making the most of the fresh air. What you do have to remember is if you're doing like I'm doing now and riding along with your visor up, you always run that risk of getting a mouthful of mosquitoes. Of course, the other downside of living somewhere like this is come the winter, I mean, it's very rare we get heavy snow anyway, but if we do, these roads don't tend to get treated or cleared very quickly. I think they tend to rely more on the farmers doing it themselves. And what you will see on that camera down there in a short while is Corfe Castle as we come round the corner. Here you go. Now you shall see it. Look at that. Epic. I would have loved to have seen that when it was a full castle. Oh, Austin Healey, beautiful. Volvo. Another old moggy miner. And another one. And another one. Beautiful. There must be a moggy miner convention today. It's a Honda Jazz. Well, I never. Another moggy. There has definitely been a Morris Miners Owners Club do somewhere. Trout Stag. Another moggy. Perhaps it's like a vintage run or something. Oh, lovely. Ah, look, lots in there. Ah, yeah, you can't see it on the camera, but that car park is full of vintage vehicles. So welcome to Swanage Seafront. So we're going to pass in a minute a bit of a residential home. It was in the news not that long ago, it was last year. I think it was about 6 or 7 of their residents. Quite a few were taken to hospital, and two or three and this one here on the left actually died, and they're not sure why. They tested for carbon monoxide and everything, actually arrested the home manager. As yet, I don't believe they've actually found what caused it. Now that ain't no coincidence, is it? That many. So yeah, at the moment, as far as I'm aware, they never found out what it was. Right, let's see if we can get in here. Oh, there's one. Another fucking jazz. Another fucking jazz.